Hey, family. What's up? What's up? It's your brother about to go live with my brother, all Healing Hands, aka, you know, we're about to go live. We're about to go live, waiting for people to come in. We got a very special show, our daily Unk with our brother, Unk L. We're going to be going live with that brother. He gave me his book the other day. And if you want to get in contact with the brother, Uh, I'll have his links right there pinned. If you want to get his books, they'll be pinned right there. His new book, his new book, very thick book, but very good book, is called Divine Daily Devotion, Our Daily Unk, Timeless Universal Truths to Inspire Us Every Day of the Solar and Lunar Year. Very good book, very good information so far. How you feeling? I'm still in New York. This is my mother's house. She has a whole garden in here. She has a garden inside and of plants inside, and she has some great food outside. This plant is called Solomon. This one here is Solomon. We call him Solomon because he's the biggest plant in here. If you look at anything else, it's just the biggest plant in here. So yeah, my mother is a gardener. She has a green thumb, and then outside she has callaloo, she has pepper, she has tomato, she has cucumber. Or in Jamaica they say cucumber, and tomato. They have, like I said, they have a whole lot of stuff going on. So big up to my mom's. What a great chef and cook she is. And I'm still here, all my hair growing. I was going to go to the barber and probably get a mohawk. I was thinking about getting a mohawk, but I don't know about the mohawk thing. I could, that's one of the indigenous cuts. You know what I'm saying? That's the indigenous cut, mohawk. I like how Dion Cole wears his mohawk, so big up to him. Big up to him all the time. Yeah, thank y'all very much. Yeah, we had a good time at the Ascension ceremony, you know, and I enjoy it. Matter of fact, the awards is over there. I got the awards over there. That's the awards with my Forbidden Knowledge Awards, my childhood basketball award when I was young, and then the Queen of Four awards up there too. So yeah, it's up here. I'm keeping it right here, keeping the awards right here in Brooklyn because I got the awards in Brooklyn. So I'm waiting for my brother Unc L to come in, and if I see him, I will bring him in. He has to be on time. Sometimes this stuff happens, but I'm in Brooklyn still. Big up to Tassili, my aunt, and the whole crew that came. Him and her and Ädäm came, and they received an honor also. So you gotta make a request to come in, bro. Gotta make a request to come in. Gotta make a request to come in. Okay, I see you making a request. Let's make it happen. Let's see if we can bring on my brother, Unc L. Ädäm. I just invited him in. I just accepted it too, so I don't know what's happening. I did accept it, so I don't know what's happening. I know we're in a retrograde season, but it is what it is. I know we're in a retrograde season, so I am all right. How you doing, sir?
There we go. There we go. It just takes a little time, a little
Yeah.
patience.
I know we're in one of those retrograde seasons, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
the
but
rest
it's all
of
right.
the
Some retrograde is really about communication and just learning how to have multiple things and be ready just in case.
Indeed, you're right. Thank you so much for having me today, man. Big ups to you.
Yeah,
Big ups
man.
to you, Simon.
Thank you, brother. Just want to remind everybody that tomorrow on IG, I will have Dr. B Sirius on tomorrow talking about his event. And of course, it was good to see him in New York also. Everybody was in New York this past weekend. We had a good time, bro. Your wife, your Empress, Queen of Four, all of the sacred women, the sacred men, all of them was there, man. And they gave
Amazing.
y'all some honors, and that was beautiful. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling useful. I'm above ground. My heart, my mind is in my right mind.
Yes,
I
sir.
got clean clothes, a soft bed, clean water, clean air. I'm on top of the world, man. I can't complain.
That's right. That's right.
Real good.
I'm still at my mom's house. She got a garden inside and a garden outside, bro. She
Yeah, I
does
see
that.
Solomon is doing good over there.
Yeah, Solomon is great, man. Solomon is big, yeah.
Right.
Solomon is great. But we came here to talk about this book here, man. Beautiful, beautiful, Our Daily Timeless Universal Truths to inspire us every day of the solar and lunar year. Divine Daily Devotionals. Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
I heard you at Queen of Fools event, and you was talking about while you was in the monastery. I like that.
The urban monastery. Yeah.
Urban monastery, which is called the prison system,
Yeah.
which I've been in there for like 3 days. And you know what's so funny that you said that is because I actually went into meditation and started fasting those 3 days.
That's the
Because I
first
said,
thing
I
you
don't
do.
belong here, so I'm gonna stop eating and I'm going to just meditate under this vent of air that was coming through in the jail. Because I was just downtown Brooklyn in the jail,
Yeah.
waiting for the judge after I had an incident with police officers, actually fighting for my mother. 7 police officers attacked me, and I held them at bay because I backed myself up at the wall, like my martial arts teacher said, put yourself against the wall and just did. And I didn't even hit them. I just blocked what they was throwing until I heard my mother scream, and then I gave in because I didn't want to hear her scream. You know, whatever. It was at a hospital, and you know, it was interesting. But brother, when you said that the urban, or your wife said urban monastery, that made a lot of sense to me. I feel like writing about that next time.
Well, it is what you make it. You know, some people make it a prison, and some people immediately start fasting and to go within and reflect. So it's truly not a prison. It's an urban monastery. It's what you make it. Some people make it a sports camp. Some people make it a
Exactly.
gay club. Some people, you know, make it whatever you want to make it. So we have to claim that right.
That's no, that's true, and I'm glad that I, coming from the discipline that I came from, meditation was important for me, and also being under some fresh air, the vent. I needed to know, and I just closed my eyes and just went outside. I did not stay inside, and this was in 93, 92, 93. I remember that vividly to
Gotcha.
this day. I still remember it. But you know, writing this book every day that you wrote, because I love that you covered every date starting from the new year, the actual new year, of course, the spring season. I was looking at it when I got the book. I immediately put it in plastic when I got it home. I put it
I saw
immediately.
that.
I had to put it in because I'm packing it in my bag to bring it home with a few other things that I got here in New York. And I didn't want nothing to happen to the book because I love books. My mother always used to. This is what my mother used to say. It's a sin to throw away books.
Mm,
Mother always used to say that, and
I
I
agree
don't.
with that. I
The book
agree with
with me,
yeah.
and I'm proud of you, brother, because I know when we did the numerovation session prior to you going in and then coming back out, brother, I'm proud of that you decided to write your book. You got 2 publications, I understand. What's the other publication? What's the name of the other publication?
The second one is called the To-Do List for Self-Made Individuals.
Oh man, the to-do list. Yes, sir. Got to get that one and talk about that one day. But
Yeah.
definitely. And what is that about, real quick?
Well, it's about a timeless journey into characterizing your daily experiences to extract different tools that you can use to carve out your own character.
Yes, yes, that's a beautiful thing. Hey, that's for men and women, or just for men?
For men and women, self-made individials. It
Okay,
started out, the title was a self-made man, but
I
I
thought
came up with
so.
my sister's eye,
I thought.
self-made individuals. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad. I'm glad I had to ask that question because I know it went there first.
That's right. That's right. A lot
So,
of people do.
during your lockdown in the urban monastery, what prompted you to want to write finally? Because I remember doing a session with you and said you would be a good writer and all that, and deepen your thoughts and educated. What prompted you to really write to
Well, the
go?
main three things were one, whenever I would get distressed and, from that environment, writing was what my queen inspired me to do. She kept saying, you need to write, you need to journal, 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 get it out, get it out.
That's
Because if
right.
you don't choose how to get it out, you're going to blow up on somebody. So
Yes.
I was already in the habit of journaling and writing letters and to her. And then I noticed that the young men around me didn't have anything to do or read or they just talking about how to become better criminals all day and just nonsense. And the third thing was that I wanted a daily devotional to add to my daily spiritual practices, and I couldn't find anything that really spoke to where I was spiritually. We had
Right.
the Bible, we had the Quran, we had prison pamphlets and all of this stay positive mental health stuff, but I needed something that could meet me where I was. So with my God-given gift made in his image, I began to create that tool for myself and for the young men around me, and now for the whole world, I'm happy to say.
Man, I'm proud of that journey because, and family, remember to follow him at all_healing hands and at our daily unk. Please, it's right here pinned right here. I'll also be uploading this to YouTube, so make sure y'all look out for that. Those that are not part of the Instagram world, it'll be on YouTube and my Facebook channel. Only on my YouTube. My Facebook is going through their madness, but it is what it is. So I'm glad that you said that because I had a brother that he's still alive and well, and I introduced him to his wife when he came out, but he's been with his wife for 25 years now, and he was in prison for at least 16 years. And because he was a part of the 5% nation back in the day, he's still a part of the 5. He called himself understanding, and I call him unthought. I see reading certain books was very important to maintain some type of mental stability.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I hope that you make a connection with the prison system, male and female prison system, and get this book inside there just in case. It might, if you can make that connection, go ahead. It should be all over the world. The way you presented the book, the way you come from it, the way you came with it, the way you showed that it was a daily devotion, a divine daily devotion, and you covered all bases, especially from the Chinese, from the astrological perspective, beautiful basis as I skimmed through the book and looking at different dates and
yeah.
even reading today's date. So I hope that you are making that connection with the prison system, at least that they can have those type of books, this type of books in there. Because I knew a friend of mine who is the actual person back in the 50s, the 40s and the 50s that stopped pork from being served to people that didn't believe in eating pork. I was a good friend. He passed on already, but he's an elder named Brother Ramza Mahmood. So things like this and things like he did back in his day, can make an impact for the other prisoners or people that will be in that monastery. Have you tried
Yeah.
to make the connection? Have you tried to make that connection with those type of people?
I haven't made any final connections. My plans have been to contact the chaplain at the prison I was at and
Yes,
just mail in a bunch of books. But
yes,
the books, they cost a nice penny for me to order, even as an author's copy for myself. To print the book
yeah,
it costs a little bit, so to order them in bulk
right.
is a little challenge right now. But with donations and with grants, I can purchase at least like 50 to 100 and start shipping them to the chaplain's office to be given out to the inmates for free.
Right, right.
But until that happens, I have friends that are still in there, and they're ordering the book and sharing it with people that they know.
Good, good. As long as you can get it to the library, one book in the library, sit, because the library you got to return books most of the time. So it's about that getting into their libraries as much as you can, and then they can. But
Okay.
I'm proud that you're at least talking to a few of the friends that were still in there. Your journey inside of there, okay, opened you up to write such a monumental book, Adam, and
Yes.
for I know your intentions is to heal, and do you and of course when you go into these places there's a multicultural connections also inside these places, in these monasteries, these
Yes.
urban monasteries. How do you feel other cultures other than melanated, darker melanated, because everybody has melanin, how do you feel other cultures will accept a book like this in their daily devotional prayers and meditation?
I think they will, and I know that they have accepted it as a great tool to inspire them daily. As I was writing the book, it was actually mostly white people, white men that came and asked me, okay, what we got today? What you write today? And they would be really inspired by it. Yeah, mostly white guys.
And hold on, pause right there. Pause right there. Why do you think that? Why do you think that was?
Well, it takes a lot of opinionated meditation to really answer that question, but just on the surface, I think that they are used to reading and searching for something better. They haven't settled yet.
Right.
into what their situations are. When they're always seeking for something a little more and
Right.
inquisitive. Whereas some of the young men that I encountered had already decided, okay, this is my reality. Let me go ahead and solidify with a gang. This is how I want to present myself, and I ain't with all that crazy shit. Excuse my
Mm.
language.
Right. 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 I
So
understand.
it was tougher to break through those shells with the young man because sometimes they won't accept anything unless it looks like them, looks like what they're used to.
Right.
So
Right.
sometimes I would have to come, kick in the street and talk just to say, hey, now check this out. And
Yeah.
we'd sit at the table for 6 hours reading astrology books after that. But it's just the approach. But a lot of the Native Americans that were in there, the Asians, the Mexicans, the white people, they're just more open-minded. And I guess it's because they were raised that way and their environment wasn't so encapsulated in this one demographic.
Right. Right. And that's interesting that you say that because I believe Europeans and others, especially when it goes to the Asians and the other Indian or Hindustan and people from that region,
Mm-hmm.
I, but white folks in general are very. I call them the Curious George of the of the races of
Curious
that
Joe's.
that
What's that
concept.
noise? Let's go find out.
Exactly. They're very inquisitive. They're going underwater to find it. They're going in the sky to
Yeah.
find it. They're going everywhere. They want to find out why plants are having sex with each other. Why they're doing everything. They're doing too much sometimes, but
Yeah.
they're doing everything. So
It's
the
true.
curiosity point and what was taught to us, which is a myth, taught to us if you want to keep anything from our people, you put it in a book.
In a book. Ooh.
And, and I mean, this book is thick, and I'm a person that goes through thick books myself. They become research tools for me. And I think, how can we, from your perspective, how can we break that trend amongst our young,
Yeah.
deeply melanated brothers and sisters?
By offering daily devotionals so that
Mm,
people are not so intimidated by the width and the mass and the pure size of the book. If they can see it just as a daily read, one page at a time, young man, young girl, then it won't seem so intimidating. It won't be so turned off like, oh God, I gotta read all of that. And I think that's the first thing is to break things down into chewable forms so it won't
yes,
be so overwhelming. And then really just making it normal, making it cool.
right, right, right.
Again, turning off the screens and opening up a great book. Writing, practicing writing with the children.
That's
Even
right.
if it's just a daily affirmation or reading something that you both wrote together that you can keep in the window or keep in the mirror when you're getting ready for school and say, oh, it's time to read our daily devotional that we wrote. Different things like that. But making reading cool again is definitely a thing. And really just being serious about your life, getting serious about your growth and development,
Right.
getting
Now,
serious about your future.
Family's
Because
active. You can go to his links right here on Instagram at our Daily Unk. You should be able to get the link to the book also on there. And all Healing Hands. Somebody asked, where can I find the book? It's on Amazon also. It's on Amazon, but go to his link. Just press the link and follow him, and you'll see his links to the Amazon and everything else. And going back to that point, my mother had myself and my sister, who was I grew up with, reading a lot from when I was young. People like books like Moby Dick and the Bible, of course. All these different books. And right now, reading has gone to this type of apparatus, the phone.
yeah.
This is what so and then you have our brothers and sisters that listen more. Do you plan on turning this into an audio book, so to speak? Because this would
Yes,
you
I
have a
can't
voice.
wait to turn it into an audiobook because making this book was so fun and creative. I have pages and days in there where a female has to sing this part,
Yeah.
a man has to act out these two characters, these country western characters. I have poems, songs, verses, lyrics. Yeah, I can't wait to make it an audiobook. So far, I'm still working on the ebook. There is a published ebook available,
Okay.
but the formatting was off. So one
Yeah.
page may be a whole moon, the next
Yeah.
page may be a whole word, and then the next page is like blotted out and blacked
Yeah.
out. It's been a
Yeah.
process, a learning curve because I did everything myself. I wrote the book. I published the book. I did the illustrations, the layout,
Yeah.
everything, marketing. So I'm learning as I go, and I'm grateful that it's still been getting so much support, and it came out as good as it did. Um, and I just want to encourage people to purchase the book from my website, from me personally,
Okay.
because Amazon does take a huge cut out, and you'll see that the price is higher on Amazon because of that.
Right.
So you get a fair deal if you just purchase it directly from me on
And
allhealinghands.com.
okay, you said all hands on all healinghands.com.
Yes, allhealinghands.com. You scroll down to the bottom, there'll be a link that'll take you directly to a book, the summary of the book, and then you can check out at the bottom where you want it shipped, and I can get it shipped to you right away.
Okay, so is that website on your Instagram?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I don't have to really buzz. Make sure y'all follow him at all_healing hands or at our Daily Unk. Go and support our brother on what he's doing and how he's doing. A lot of people are saying it was a pleasure meeting you the other day at the Queen of Four event. And I think that was very important. That a lot of people, big up to the sister that's in the building, spiritual wholeness. Big up to D. Henny in the building, from Philly, Jerry Moore in the building. 340 in the building,
Thank you,
Goddess
Horace.
Bahamama in the building. So a lot of people are showing you love, and I'm glad they said they just followed you. People are just following you. You know, Unc, and you know, you always every time I see you, very very humble. You're very nature boy esque. You know what I'm saying? You're in the nature. You know, how did you learn about your natural connection to the earth? Because you're not only a gardener, but you also grow food, and you're a drummer. You play the drums. How did you connect with that from young? How did you connect it from that
I was
young?
always very different as a child. You know,
Right.
I wanted fruits and veggies instead of a lot of candy most times. I would find myself in the backyard in the middle of the night watching the fireflies, eating a can of beans up a tree, you know, just always wanted to be in nature. And I would walk the creeks for as far as the creeks would run.
Mhm.
And I was the kid in the back of the class beating on the desk. You know,
Yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah,
always been the drummer into rhythm and nature and just different. I saw things differently. And I just grew with that differentness. And my mom, she always encouraged that uniqueness about me. And the more I sat up under my elders, the more I got into trouble and was able to sit down long enough to go within, the more my higher self began to evolve, and I got to know my higher self. That's why I added my spiritual name Änkhél
yeah,
and then Ädäm, because that Änkhél is what I named my higher self to always remind me of who I really am. Because truly, this book was not something I just sat down and organized and came up with. It was a daily download,
yeah,
and I know a lot of these things did not come from me. I don't even think that deep on some on some things,
yeah,
but I would receive these profound thoughts and ideas, and I would just take them seriously, and I would just write them down, and that's what I would write about that day. And I would just elaborate on what was downloaded, and I believe to this day that it was my higher self connecting with spirit in order to bring that information in.
right,
So,
right, right. And you know, and that's very important. You know, my family coming from the Caribbean, Jamaica and Cuba. And what you just said about walking through the creek, that's the same thing I used to do out there. So the similarity in the South is no different because we're just way further down south in the Americas. You know, if you study the geographical history,
mhm.
archaeological history of the Americas, North, Central, South, and all the Caribbean is connected to that. You know, and when you look at the map, you can see distinctively that they all connected. So a lot of you think I remember going into the countries of Jamaica and walking down this creek until we met to the side of the mountain where the water was coming down, and just
Wow.
I was amazed to the point that I took off all my clothes and started praying. All of it.
Exactly.
Because you know
Well, that's it.
we would wash at the river, so nobody cared if you took off your clothes. So I used to wash at the river, so I took off all my clothes, and at that time I was into Islam. I was Islamic, and I went in and said Allahu Akbar, and I started doing the salat, butt ass naked, right where
Wow.
next to my girlfriend. We was like 16, she was 16, I was 17, And
Wow.
you know, and my girlfriend at that time, she's still alive. She got married and all that. But she remembered that. She laughed so hard. She remembered that I just got down and started praying because I never seen the magnitude of the water falling off of the mountain, coming and
Mm.
creating the lake and
Majesty.
creating the creek. You know what I'm saying? I
Majesty.
never seen that magnitude. Being born here in America, never seen
Mhm.
that magnitude, and that
Yeah.
caught me out there. And
Mhm.
I started crying. So
Wow.
you know, those areas that we find in the Americas and throughout the Caribbean are beautiful areas that you can go and meditate and download and upload information, man. And do you ever frequent back to those areas to get more downloads?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I love the grill where you go to chill.
But
I love.
I'm talking about here in America. I know you're in Jamaica. I know you went to Jamaica, but I'm talking about
Oh,
here.
okay. Here in America, yeah, I go
Yeah,
down to Cascade Nature Preserve. We go to Stone Mountain, Panola Mountain, Arabia Mountain, Etowah Mounds. There's count, and sometimes all you gotta do is go behind Tassili's Raw Reality and lay in the grass under the
yeah.
ancestor tree,
Yes,
and
sir. Yeah.
to get that peace of mind. But there are countless places to go here in the states,
Yes,
uh,
man. I know.
to find that peace of mind and get those downloads. But every new day, I come to the I Am Ascension Temple of Love above Tassili's Raw Reality and do
Exactly.
a daily hygiene, spiritual hygiene, daily ritual, water rituals, prayer, meditation, yoga. I do my readings, my writings,
Okay.
and that's really what I encourage everyone else to do is just to find your daily rhythm. That's what this daily devotion is really all about. To
Yeah.
help open up the book within you, to open up the daily ritual within you, to
Right.
catapult you into your own daily vibration that will permeate and push out across the whole world. Because, like Bob Marley said, evil doesn't take a day off. So how
That's right.
dare we? So as long as we are active every day working on ourselves, then we'll be just fine and nothing can get in.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm just showing the book, family. Please take a snapshot of it if you can. Take a snapshot of it if you can. There it is, just showing y'all, showing brothers some love and how important it is to support each other. They got my book, I got his book, and it's you know, I gave Tassili my book at an event one time, and it was oh yeah, there it is, New Motivation for Mental Stability. Yes, sir.
Shout out to King Simon. This book is a powerful tool. If you don't have it, you're gonna have it real soon, and you're gonna be marking it up with all kind of notes and stuff, just like me. Get
Yes, sir.
ready for a journey with this one, y'all.
I'm
New
afraid.
motivation.
I'm afraid to mark yours up. That's why I put it in plastic.
Hey,
I
my
don't
books
like
are
doing.
tools.
I know these are
Everything.
cool. And you know, I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to make sure. Now, is the temple still available to rent if we wanted to rent and everybody wanted to rent it out? Is it still
Yes,
available
of
to?
course, of course.
Okay.
You can find out more by going to Ascension Temple at
Ascension.
Ascension Temple,
Right.
or you can go to I am Ascension Temple of Love
Uh-huh.
.org.
Right.
Again, that's I am Ascension Temple of Love .org, and you can learn about how to become a member where you can have access to the temple to do your workshop or your services weekly and get on the schedule. Or if you
Yes.
just have one event, then you can rent out the space in advance by getting on the calendar. I'm actually the temple coordinator, so you can just reach out to me directly if you didn't get that information.
Okay. They could hit you up on your DM also, correct?
Of course, of course. I'm an open book, guys. I'm very approachable. Just holler at your boy.
Once again, family, like I said, I'm not going to keep my brother long. And please follow him at all underscore healing hands and at our daily. Do you have Tassili's book around you? You want to show that? You want to show her some love? Yeah, let's show
Never
Tassili.
leave home without it.
You can, yeah, that's my girl, man. Can, that's my beautiful book, Tassili Ma'az's book. That I talk about that all the time. The journey of fulfillment, for fullness, fullness.
Tassili
And
Ma'at, The
that's
Journey to Selffulness.
self-fullness, right? Self-fullness. I love telling
Mhm.
people about that book.
This is
And,
actually her second book. Her first book is a raw, uncooked book.
yes, it's online, right? Raw Uncooked book. That's the beautiful Tassili, wonderful sister, born December 18. He's born January 6th. Beautiful energy when they come together. And when that 6 and that 18 come together, it's 24 and 2 and 4 is all 2, 4, and 6 are all healing numbers, baby. So it's all about healing, and making sure to bring balance. I love what Queen of Four did for y'all over there, and I
Me
love the
too.
love connection. It was a beautiful, Beautiful thing. I was there myself, Lloyd Strayhorn. We was there in the building the day before. We got some awards, and it was we was awarded by Queen of Four, and it was honored. I didn't even expect it. I started crying. That's how deep it got. So knowing
Wow.
Queen caught me out there.
She caught all of us off guard. I didn't know I was going to read and share the book that day in
Yeah,
front
that's
of
right.
all of her guests. It was such an honor.
Well, my
Such
brother,
an honor.
I'm so proud of your journey, man. Can't wait.
Thank you, King
I
Son.
definitely. Well, I'm supposed to be speaking at the Mystic Fair, the Natural Mystic Fair,
Okay.
so I can't wait to see you.
Yes.
And
6th September.
we're gonna have a good time. I want to do a drum ceremony, a private drum ceremony at my house, but I got to make sure everything is set right and fire pit and all that. So definitely gonna talk to you about helping me with the drum, doing the drumming
Oh, man.
ceremony,
I would
Stone
love
Mountain.
to. Love to.
Yo, people loved Tassili's raps at the Queen of Four event. Oh my goodness, we
Yeah,
got
but
them raps at this, but we love the food also that y'all provided for everybody during that time too. Very
yeah.
delicious, very filling, and the raps came to the team, and believe me, woo, we fell in love with them raps again.
We're so glad that y'all enjoyed everything. So much work went into it.
Yes,
Nothing went the way we planned, but everything would meet everyone's expectations and beyond. A lot of work, a lot of dedication, commitment, sacrifice, and love went into that food. It was late, but it was worth the wait. And we're glad that everybody was able to receive the
yeah,
love and nourishment. So come
yes,
on
sir.
down for some more and hit the, access the whole menu right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right, right. And the Natural Mystic Fair is a weekend of September 5th through the 7th.
Yes, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yes, so we're
Yep,
gonna be
Friday,
there.
Saturday, and Sunday. First, it's always the first weekend of June and the first weekend of September.
I know I'm one of the speakers. Who else is supposed to be speaking? You know anybody else? I need you're
Everybody
gonna
and their mama.
you're gonna be speaking, right? You're gonna speak about your
Yeah,
yes, sir, yes, sir. All
yeah.
right, man.
A lot
Thank
of
you very
people
much.
will be speaking. A lot of
Yes,
people that you guys know. I believe the Pillars.
yeah,
Got Dr. Carson, Bill Carson. You got
Brother
Dr.
Rich
B.
is gonna be
Sears,
speaking.
Dr. B. Rich, the brother from Jamaica that specializes in AI, Theo Chambers.
Yes,
The theme this year is I and AI. So
yes.
anyone who's dealing with numbers, computers, technology, AI, crypto, anything dealing with the way the world is headed in terms of technology and quantum physics and things, they're going to be there speaking. We found the most prominent and most elaborate thought leaders in that field that we could find to
Yeah,
bring on in and educate our people because the world is moving in that direction, whether we like it or not. So we want to educate ourselves and educate our community and not have to pay thousands of dollars just to be consulted by experts, but to come on together and educate our community ourselves.
yeah. I understand she spoke to Aquarius Maximus, so I hope she does bring Aquarius Maximus
Where's
there.
Maximus? Yeah.
She is brilliant. Guap, the Guap coin queen. I'm part of the Guap movement, so enough respect to her, of course. And she just did. She's a brilliant soul as far as the AI is concerned, and she be dropping it. So I love it. My brother, I want to thank you very much once again, family. Please get his books, get Tassili's books, everybody's books, my books, everybody's books. Show them some love. And thank you, brother, for taking this time out and last minute to come on. I know you were shopping when I called you. And I said, yo, let's do it on live IG, and then I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel later. All
It's
right.
all good, man. I'm
Any
grateful.
last words? Any last words? Please give some good last devotional words to the people, please.
What?
Uh-oh. Easy, easy, easy.
Today is August 7th. Sun
Say
is
less. Let's
Leo,
do it. Let's do it.
honoring the direction of the East. The East symbolizes God, Goddess, the light, enlightenment, awakening, forgiveness, trust, second chances, ingenuity, intuition,
Yeah,
birthing and new birth, trust, and being led and fed by trust,
yeah,
and so on and so forth. Happiness as well. The
yes,
opening quote reads, "What is true for yourself is true because you yourself have perceived it to be true."
yes.
The body of the text reads, and this is not a very long one.
I know.
Okay. It reads, "You thought you had the answers and the rest of the world was just lost in the sauce, huh? But the more you grew and the more you experienced, the more you learned. The more you learned, the more you realized you know closer to nothing at all. Even a complete fool can teach you a new and valuable life lessons that are quite relevant. As you go through your day and moving forward, remember to remain open to the possibility that everyone you meet may have something to teach. This mindset changes the conversations you have and opens you up to endless possibility of expanding your own horizons of what you think you already know. Or at least life just becomes more enjoyable around other people. This takes respect, humility, empathy, patience, and mindfulness. And if all else fails, just find a book. Find truth wherever you may, keeping in mind that every other person in the world is doing the exact same thing. So be respectful of other people's perceptions. Closing quote. Let's share with each other our personal truths, stepping outside of what we believe others believe we should believe. The results can be therapeutic for many.
I
Lache.
I say, amen, a woman, all of it. I say amen and a woman.
A woman, a man. Yep,
Yes,
I do too.
brother, brother. I think now my spirit just said he need to put them in and put them in high schools or children's schools. Children, because let the teachers read that every day. You know, if they're up to it. You know, these type of things in the morning as soon as they go. Because they did take away prayer out of school, so why not a devotional? Why not a
Yeah.
devotional? If you can't do the prayer, let's do the devotion. You know what I'm saying?
Devotional, non-denominational devotional. Yeah.
Non-denominational devotional, man. But again, brother, I'm proud of the journey, man. Can't wait to see you when I come back into town, man. Love and light to you and your empress. And
Thank
brother,
you.
we'll talk. All right, my brother?
Yes, I thank you for the opportunity.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Finally. Finally.
Finally. Thank you,
Thank you,
brother.
brother.
I'll see
All right.
y'all in the metaverse.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, bro. All
All
right.
right.
Peace.
Peace.
That's our brother. That's our brother. That's our brother. Make sure you support him, of course. All underscore healing hands and our daily unk. Very good book, very good information. He designed it himself. He designed the covers. He designed it himself. So make sure y'all support him by going and hitting the links right there, pinned to the top. All healing hands, all underscore healing hands, and our daily unk. All right. Family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Remember, tomorrow around 12 noon. That's where Dr. B want to come up. 12 noon, Dr. B will be with me right here on Instagram, and then we'll upload it to YouTube. So Dr. B will be speaking about the upcoming event on August the 17th, which is also an 8-8 paradigm. Remember, the 8-8 portal is tomorrow, the Lionsgate portal. And then the next Lionsgate portal from another perspective will be August the 17th. And then the next Lionsgate portal is August the 26th, but the primary Lionsgate portal is 8-8, August the 8th. And Dr. B will be with us tomorrow right here on Instagram live. Same motivational and numerovational time, 12 o'clock, same numerovational place, baby, because I'm still in town, still at my mother's house with her big plant called Solomon. That's Solomon right there. That's my mother's plant called Solomon. So big up. Hey, 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 JP Justice. Had a great show the other day at Uptown in Harlem. That's the first time being there in a long time. When it was a restaurant, I was there doing security and all that back in the day. So big up to JP. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I want to thank, of course, Brother Änkhél for coming on and spreading love and showing his love right here. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in tomorrow. Dr. B Serious right here on Instagram at I am King Simon 111 and Dr. B Serious. Okay, on Instagram tomorrow. All right. If you missed it, you missed it today, but don't miss Dr. B tomorrow as we come up on the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate. All right. Take care. Have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Be safe. Be great. Remember, I love you because I love me. Take care.
She always encouraged that uniqueness.
Numerovation with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You could also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your sessions at 347-496-1022. You could also get my books on Amazon at Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, you could book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the Numerovator.